Hi, this is Chief Meteorologist Matthew Hugo here at UKWF for the Farming Forum weather forecast covering the forthcoming working week of Monday the 19th through to Friday the 23rd of October. And starting with a quick look at some satellite imagery to highlight a few features of interest and of relevance to the weather within the short term. And clearly the stagnant and dry weather of the last few days, if not more than this, well into the previous week, continues in many areas. There continues to be, however, a lot of clouds still filtering in from the east across England and Wales, and some of this cloud has been producing some patchy light rain and drizzle in places, but many areas of the UK are dry. There is some brighter sunny spells today, Sunday across parts of west and southwest Scotland and across into parts of Ireland, but generally it is quite a cloudy and quite a chilly day as well for most areas. There is a weather front approaching from the west, this region of cloud here. This will bring some outbreaks of rain into parts of west and northwestern Scotland on Monday, but still no significant rain. However, we look way to the west of the UK and the North Atlantic, and this is in association with a developing area of low pressure, which is forecast to bring a little more in the way of significant precipitation around the midweek period, and also potentially with some strong winds as well across the northern half of the UK. So overall, the weather for the forthcoming week, there is still likely to be a lot of dry weather, particularly across England and Wales. However, the weather will become a little bit more unsettled midweek than compared with of late, especially Wednesday and into Thursday, before the weather then settles down once again on Friday as high pressure returns. So by no means a wet week really, despite the risk of some rain further north and west around about the middle of the week. So start by taking a look at the bigger picture. Obviously here we are covering the UK and Europe, just to highlight the broader weather patterns through the course of the coming week. And as I progress through Monday and on into Tuesday, you can still see that our area of high pressure is influential across the UK, centred just to the southwest of Ireland. So Monday and Tuesday, predominantly dry across most areas still, with further quiet and benign weather conditions, but again, a weak weather front moving into parts of Scotland will bring some outbreaks of rain here. By the time we get to Wednesday, we look towards the west and also northwest of the UK. As you can see, our area of high pressure begins to decline to the south of the UK, and keep your eye on this feature here. This is an area of low pressure approaching from the west. So by the time we get towards Wednesday, particularly later in the day and overnight into Thursday, this area of low pressure passes to the north of Scotland, and we end up with a much stronger wind than experienced of late, and also potentially with some outbreaks of rain across parts of the north as well. However, as you can see, as quickly as that low pressure arrives, it clears away east into Scandinavia by the end of Thursday, and we're back to square one by the time we get to Friday the 23rd, with high pressure rebuilding across the UK to bring that generally fine and settled end to the week. So let's zoom in now and take a closer look at the weather across the UK in the coming few days. So here we are, Monday the 19th at 9 AM, and high pressure still influential. As I mentioned, that there is a weak weather system approaching from the west and northwest, which will bring some outbreaks of rain and showers into northern and western areas of Scotland. This is this feature here, particularly through the course of Monday afternoon and on into Monday evening. So by the time we get to about 2100, 9 PM on Monday the 19th, you can see that weak weather front bringing some outbreaks of rain, but otherwise many areas are still dry. As we progress into Tuesday, and the high pressure, as I indicated, still just about dominates the weather. Again, middle of the afternoon here, Tuesday the 20th, 3 PM. As you can see, many areas are indeed dry. However, note to the northwest, precipitation on the forecast weather chart is in association with that approaching low pressure system. So by the time we get to Wednesday, the weather is certainly more unsettled, particularly across the more northern parts of the United Kingdom in particular. So Wednesday morning is likely to start wet, particularly across parts of Wales, Midlands and northern England northwards. Some of the rain potentially heavy across western hills of Scotland and northern England, for example. But as you can see, further south and more central and southern areas of England, little in the way of any significant precipitation here. As Wednesday progresses, that outbreak of rain clears away, and then as we move towards late Wednesday and on into Thursday, that's when the low pressure passes just to the north of the UK. So Wednesday night into Thursday, potentially a very windy night across the northern portion of the UK, with a strong, or if not gale force, west or northwesterly wind, with perhaps wind gusts up to 50 to 60 miles an hour, and that will be a feature of the weather for certain, like as I say, late Wednesday and overnight into Thursday. The strong winds likely bringing a few showers as well, particularly across more northern and western areas of the UK, but otherwise many areas start Thursday predominantly dry, and with that area of low pressure clearing away, we then see wind speeds generally decreasing, and as we get towards the end of the week, as I indicated, we move into Friday with high pressure building back over the UK to lead to fine and settled conditions. And finally, we'll take a quick look at the temperatures through the course of the coming week. And generally, temperatures will rise towards the middle of the week. Wednesday is likely to be a relatively mild day, particularly compared with of late, but then temperatures will generally fall towards the end of the week. So Monday afternoon, temperatures generally range between around about 9 and 13 degrees Celsius, so another cool day. And beneath any clear skies early in the week and through into Tuesday, temperatures again falling low enough for some ground frost on Monday night and through into Tuesday morning. Tuesday itself will see a slight increase in temperatures overall, though still generally range between around about 9 and 13 degrees. So again, another relatively cool day. Another potentially locally chilly night across England and Wales on Tuesday night and into Wednesday. And as I say, Wednesday temperatures will rise quite significantly compared with of late. Wednesday afternoon, temperatures potentially up to around about 15, 16 or 17 degrees, which is slightly above average for the time of year, but obviously clearly that will coincide with a lot of cloud and some precipitation midweek. As soon as the warmer weather and milder weather arrives on Wednesday, it is quickly replaced by cooler weather from the west and northwest as that area of low pressure passes by. So Thursday night and through into Friday morning, another chilly start potentially on Friday morning with some frost as indicated, as you can see here. Temperatures quite widely down into the low single figures, just 1, 2, 3 or 4 degrees. And Friday afternoon sees maximum temperatures no higher than around about 9 to 12 or 13 degrees. So despite that brief rise in temperatures around the middle of the week, clearly it is a cooler end to the week as well. So that's all the latest detailed information for the forthcoming week. As ever, we will keep you updated through the week as well.